Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to another video here, I guess. Maybe I'm gonna do dailies on this, I'm not sure. I wanted to finish by 7:30, but I'm starting at 7:24, so I don't think I'm gonna finish by 7:30. Probably by 7:45. Anyways, hello everyone and welcome back to another A.D.D training. I am your host, Uncle Jupiter, and we are back. So, in Spellbreak, a couple of things that I've really started to notice is my reactions to sort of the position of my opponent. A lot of times I will move my mouse a certain way to where it will go a lot further off target than anything that would relatively be helpful. So I was thinking that would be helpful for me if I do motion shot. And I'm worried to do motion shot because I'm not good with sphere track. Okay, I'm really not good with sphere track. This is actually a really difficult one for me. And you know, my usual grid shot, spider shot combination really does work my arm to do certain things, and I've noticed that my flick shotting with Ice Gauntlet has actually been pretty nice. But something that is really starting to get to me is just how slow I am at reacting with it. And I don't think that that's something that Aim Labs is going to be able to teach me. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and start with the grid shot, and then we're gonna move on to spider shot, and then I want to try motion shot just to see how it fares. Because I do need to work on tracking, and I do need to work on, you know, calming down my arm on a moving target. I need to calm it down. It's just a little too much. So here we go. Hey guys, so for the purpose of this video, to not have it be like super long, I'm trying to keep these as short as I possibly can, while also giving you guys the information that I feel like I need to make this a cohesive, project. I'm going to go ahead and just talk over some of the footage here, and explain to you some of my thoughts on that day's lesson from what I essentially saw from these clips that I'm putting in the video. So some of the things that I heard myself kind of explain and talk about as I was doing this was my hand was getting tired and my arm was getting tired, and this pretty much distracted me a little bit in my later tries. So you're gonna kind of see some of my first tries here are actually better than my later tries, and that is probably because my hand was just a little tired. Now this is a good thing because it basically means that I'm actually working out my hand and my wrist to do what I want them to do. It's very important that I do that because that's the whole point of this, right? I have to be doing this in order to work out that specific thing because it needs to be isolated, it needs to be very specific. It's supposed to be drilled, right? So with drills you do very specific things, and then when you actually go in and do the general stuff, like if I'm playing a game or something, the drills are meant to heighten my skill at something specific. Alright, moving on. So pretty much the other things that I noticed in this video was I got a little upset during the spider shot thing. You're going to hear it here in a bit. But pretty much I have an expectation for myself, right? And this is something I think that all people with A.D.D have, is we get frustrated with ourselves because we have this idea that we want to accomplish, and we try and push forward to do it, but what ends up happening is we kind of lose that, and we lose that battle, and we get upset at ourselves for it. One thing that I want to mention for all of us with A.D.D, all of you guys watching, is, be patient with yourself. We do have patience for some things, and if you struggle with patience because because of something, then just, try your hardest to find it. And in a second, you'll hear an explanation as to why I'm using aim labs. So that way I can figure out how I activate it. I can figure out what methods do I go through for my for my hyper focus to activate. So that video voice clip was actually while I was in session, and the one that I'm doing now is just an overdub of myself during the session. So you can hear it's starting to proc a lot right now, and I'm doing a spider shot, which is a very difficult thing because you have to do flick shots, and it's all about flick shots, and because I'm using precision, it's going to get more difficult as time goes on. And this is important to know because I do get upset, and while watching the footage afterwards, I'm kind of like, wait, why did I get upset? And I'm looking at it, I'm like, no, there should be zero reason why I'm upset right now, but whatever. And so I guess the end relation of why I'm talking about this is just don't let your frustration stop you. You try and learn to move past your frustrations and just keep going, which we are pretty good at doing, so I don't think that has to be too difficult. So here's a final spider shot, and it's basically you're going to notice that I'm actually not doing too terrible, and that is because I'm finally getting that muscle memory that I need in order to do this successfully. Now the problem between my brain, the connection between my brain and my arm and my hand is kind of off. I've always had issues with copying notes down, doing certain things. Someone's telling me what to write down, so like write down the, and I'd have to have an issue for a second thinking about how do I start writing the. And it's this scenario that sort of gave my teachers that question of like, well, he knows how to spell the, he knows how to spell T, I don't know why he's waiting so long to spell it. And so that's a bit of a disability that I have currently, and it messes with my ability to learn muscle memory. But here you'll see that I'm finally getting it, but just after this I get a little upset. Oh my gosh, dude, that thing keeps ramping up the difficulty. It's super freaking hard to figure out where I am because it keeps making it harder. Wow. I mean, I guess there's no line here. It keeps this BS spawn of the ball inside, like, blocked by my character animation. Okay, alright. So we're gonna exit there. I have to do one more thing and then we're good. So here's the final overview. Basically, I felt like this session was very good. I did really well on my first try, on my first sessions, and as the time went on, I noticed more and more that my hand was getting tired, and it was causing me to sort of slow down a little bit. Other than that, I'm glad to see that I'm getting some more muscle memory in with the flick shots. I was able to do those more frequently, actually, even after this session. And after this, I meant to go and do a couple of recordings of me doing the tracking sphere, but that did not go well at all, and so I'm just going to kind of remove them from the video just because I don't think that they were helpful to me, and because of that I don't think that it's going to be helpful to anyone else. So other than that, guys, I appreciate everything you do. If you want to join me on this, feel free to join our Discord. It'll be in the description below. And thanks for coming in and hanging out, and if you guys have ADD, more power to you. Go ahead in the comment section below, and let's get talking about some of the funny moments that we have because of our weird brains. Other than that, guys, appreciate you. I'll see you next one. See you later. Bye.